Tonight on SU's campus at 7 o'clock at Hendricks Chapel, students will file in these doors behind me, where community members will speak out against sexual assault. This year, there's a new SU professor on campus who brings a fresh perspective on the evening. The economic impact of Halloween is far-reaching in central New York, whether you're looking for a scarf or basketball shoes to complete your Halloween costume. Stop by the Masson booth from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. to get pictures with emojis and Bryce Harper. While the national average is rising, FETCO says that there's no need to worry until mortgage interest rates hit about 5%. She says until then, she's confident that housing will be affordable. Once Dio graduates from Syracuse University and walks out of its doors one last time, she says once she has her teaching job, she's not sure what she would do without DACA. The Mundy Branch Library presidential election does have 4 quality candidates, but Foster guessed that either Hillary Clinton or the superhero party candidate Spider-Man was in the lead. The Hallmark store in Destiny Mall is set to close at the end of January. Hallmark is one of the 24 businesses left that opened when the mall did in 1990. Many Hallmark stores have closed this year, but it is unclear if this closure is part of the nationwide closure of stores. 3 Hallmarks remain open in central New York. Medical marijuana will now be legal for chronic pain in New York State. The state's Department of Health made the announcement yesterday, and medical marijuana is also legal in the state for diseases like cancer and Parkinson's. Medical professionals must take a course and be certified in order to give the treatment. And New York State is one of 28 in the U.S. where medical marijuana is legal. The city of Detroit has been ranked the least healthy city in a quality of life study. The study ranks 150 of the most populated cities in the U.S. They were evaluated based on 34 key indicators of good health, which included 4 categories: healthcare, food, fitness, and green space. On the opposite end of the spectrum, San Francisco was ranked the healthiest city, with Salt Lake City following right behind. This shopping season, some retailers are bucking the latest trend, opening for Thanksgiving. In Armory Square, Soundgarden is one of those stores. The store's manager, Nick Shelton, says like all retailers, the holidays are the busiest time of year, but he's never even thought about opening up for Thanksgiving to spread out the rush.
Thanksgiving and Christmas are the only 2 days a year this place is ever closed, so we kind of want to at least keep that going.
Shelton says the store will only be opening an hour earlier than normal on Black Friday. A retail expert at Syracuse University says stores first started opening about 5 years ago for Thanksgiving, but isn't surprised that some retailers are now closing for the holiday.
I think it's actually perhaps a trend that's going to continue.
Wilson says the stores are opting out of Thanksgiving for one main reason: the sales were not worth adding to the busy schedule of already stressed out workers. It's also welcoming in a bit of common sense.
Really? We can't stop shopping for 5 minutes and just have one day of rest when everyone's still going to open at the crack of dawn the next day?
Destiny USA, stores like Burlington Coat Factory and GameStop are skipping out on getting a head start on Black Friday. But there is one main drawback to staying closed for the holiday. So while some stores like GameStop won't be open this Thanksgiving, that might mean bigger crowds come Black Friday. Reporting from Syracuse, Johnny Oliver, NCC News. "11-year-old Joe LaRocca patiently waits for a stray ball to roll his way during batting practice. And his day is made when one does. It's his 13th Major League ball. Joe is excited, but it's not nearly his favorite. That honor would go to a ball he got to keep after playing catch with Max Scherzer before a game at Citi Field in May. The Nationals and Masson invited Joe to Nationals Park as the Mets came to town. As Joe was at the center of multiple media members' attention, he still couldn't believe his luck.
I never thought, this is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I never thought this would happen in my life, and I'm really happy.
Joe's father, also named Joe, recorded the game of catch on his phone. The video soon went viral, with millions of views online.
How's that?
Joe, the father, says that he couldn't use his phone for 2 days because of never-ending notifications from his video. While LaRocca grew up a Mets fan and is raising his son similarly, Scherzer certainly made an impact.
Yeah, I want the Mets to win, but I'll tell you right now, if the Mets aren't in it, I want the Nationals to win. I'm really rooting for them.
At the end of the day, Joe got to keep another ball, This one autographed by none other than Scherzer himself.
The elder LaRocca did mention that if his son cheered for Scherzer against the Mets, there would be problems. Johnny Oliver, MassSports.com.